Hey guys, this is Mark from Spirit of Metal, and we're today with two musicians, two of the greatest musicians in the European scene, Elias and Henrik from Sonata Arctica. So thank you very much, guys, for accepting this interview.
No worries.
First of all, it's been I think a while since you didn't tour. You guys didn't tour in North America. So yesterday you had a show in Montreal, I think. So how does it feel to tour in North America in general compared to the European scene?
Well, it's good to be back here, of course, and usually we enjoy touring here really much because I don't know why we seem to have more fun here
Compared to,
than in Europe.
I mean, most of the musicians I heard said that in the European scene the fans are, I should say, more a bit colder. I don't know if if you get what I mean.
Yeah, I do. It depends, usually, uh, your own mood also a lot. So, I don't know. Henrik.
Yeah, I mean, especially in the south of Europe, they're really wild as well. So I would say it's more a thing that depends on the night and depends on the city, and it can change. Yeah, it's really not. I mean, a lot of people said, okay, such a huge difference or something, but from the stage you don't really feel it. Some nights people are really into it, and sometimes they're a bit colder, and that's fine.
Yeah, and one of the one of the major differences between both scenes is that the kind of venue. I mean, in Europe you're more used to play in front of thousands of people. I mean, more than that. Sometimes like in Wacken, I don't know, 17,000 or something like that. While here you play in front, in smaller venues and everything. And some musicians say that playing in front of close to people makes easier interactions between the musicians and the fans, which is
Definitely. I totally agree with that. I mean, especially when you play big festivals in Europe and you stand on stage and the first guy is like 10, 20 meters away. It's really much harder to interact with the audience on big festivals than on smaller clubs. So yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's fun to hear. And now talking about your new album, Pariah's Child, I think the band brought back elements from the old school Sonata Arctica. I mean, that's what many fans said. I think Tony as well said something like that. What led to this decision? Because you guys drifted away from the the classical Sonata sound with the last album, and now it's a kind of comeback. So what led to this decision?
Well, I think a lot of it had to do with the band is turning 15 years now, and of course we started to reflect a little bit on that, and also when you go out and do adventures albums and experiment, sometimes you go far enough and have to come back and see what happens next. So it was kind of a natural thing, and also this time around we had Tony had a lot of demos to choose from. So we were listening to the stuff, and me and Tommy went over to his house and checked out the stuff, and then we said that the songs that we really liked, and he had a few that was like a lock already that they will be on the album, and then from there we just picked the direction, and he wrote some more music in that direction. I think it turned out really well, so it was kind of a natural thing, and more so maybe the thing that we felt that needed to be done at this point.
Okay, thanks. Anything to say?
No.
Very interesting indeed.
We had a fun time in the studio, and we stayed there all together, 5 of us, and for maybe 5 or 6 weeks. So that was nice, interesting times for us.
Okay, now there are 2 interesting songs in the album. The first one is I mean, no, you'll get what I mean. I mean, the first one is "What Did You Do in the War, Dad?" I mean, it changes mood. I mean, the song changes in the middle of the song, kind of. I mean, what was the main inspiration for that song?
I don't know. I mean, if you read the lyrics, it's a horrible song. I mean, the story is totally horrible, and I really don't even want to know where Tony got the idea for that one. But I think musically it's a really interesting song. It has both fast and slow parts, and it really changes and goes with the flow. So I like it, even though it's one of the more progressive tracks on the album. So yeah.
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 Me too.
Okay, and there's another song which is Love. Actually, you guys did a video clip with that song. I don't know if you're aware of that, but most of the metalheads nowadays are more of closed-minded people when it comes to. So how do you feel about that? I mean, I personally love these kind of songs, but reading the comments and everything related to it, I found out that it wasn't appreciated as the other songs of the album. How does that affect you as musicians?
Well, then it just shows that we did something right, because to be honest with you, I think it's really important that we make music first and then focus on what style of music it is and back and so forth. And I think the song is really good. It's not exactly heavy metal, so I can understand, if you like metal, you don't like that, and that's totally fine, but I think it is a song that really suits the style that we have been writing in and recording in, and just because the arrangement is a little bit softer than usual, if you're scared about that, then it's no problem for me, So you can listen to the other songs, and it's always, no matter what you do, there's always going to be a bunch of people who go like, what is this shit or whatever.
Yeah.
And so us as musicians, I don't think it affects us in any way.
Yeah. Does it affect you personally?
No, I mean, of course, I understand also that the song is not so metal or heavy, but it fits the style of the band, and I think if a creator or some other band would play Love, it would not fit, but for us it fits. So
yeah, of course, I get what you mean. I mean, I wouldn't see I don't know, a Slayer playing a romantic song. Yeah. Then about the album cover, I know you guys did this before you put a wolf on the cover. I never got the idea. I mean, why is it a wolf? Why isn't it something else?
I mean, the wolf thing has been with us since the beginning, and it's been kind of a symbol for the band, and it's been in songs on all albums up until Stones Grow Her Name. We somehow forgot to write the wolf song for that one, and then so now we thought, let's bring back the wolf. We were like, oh shit, there's really no wolf song on that album, so we make sure that there's plenty of wolf stuff on this new album, and we're back on track.
So okay, another question is, do you guys listen to a certain style of music, something that may I don't know, surprise fans of Sonata Arctica? I mean, or do you stay that that path of heavy metal? And
I usually don't listen to heavy metal that much because we do it for a living, so we do it every day anyway. But of new albums that I've been listening to is the Big Elf band called Big Elf. They had this new album coming out that was really cool, and then Lana Del Rey, a singer.
oh yeah, that's cool.
I just checked out her new album, The Ultraviolence. That was really good, and that's different from what we do. So
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. This is something I really like about when musicians really listen to pretty much everything. What about you? Do you listen to something?
yeah, like Nicki Minaj and Katy Perry and no, but
I took it for serious.
I usually I'm not listening too much music myself nowadays, because we get to hear music every day.
Yeah.
Because we play, but of course I usually like to listen like really classic hard rock, heavy metal, the old stuff.
So I guess you guys never listened to any Sonata Arctica's song in your everyday life. Is that right?
Not really, not so much. I mean, when you work on an album, you play and listen to those songs a lot.
Yeah.
And then when the album is done, you listen to it maybe once or twice, and then after that, you only listen to it when you have to learn a song or something like that. It's the same for me with any band I work with. Once you do the album, you listen to it a couple of times, and after that, you move on. So maybe when I'm old, then I'm gonna listen to the Sonata stuff again or something.
Do your families like the music you do, or are they fans of it?
I think that they like it, even though they would admit it. But yeah, my wife likes metal music.
Oh, that's great. That's great interaction between. Last question. I don't know if you guys are friends with Yanni ex Sonata. Are you still? Do you think is this possible that someday the band and him could do something, I don't know, together?
Well, I mean, it could be. I mean, we are still on talking terms, and there's no bad blood in. But it's. I mean, he's doing his own thing right now. We're doing our thing. So I don't see the point really. I mean, I understand the fans would probably think it would be cool to bring back Jani and Marco and Mikko and even the first bass player on Ecliptica, Janne, and do something. But you know how it's gonna be. So I mean, at the moment, it's let's see in 20 years or something. Then it might be cool to do.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. So, you guys have anything to say to our, your fans out there in Spirit of Metal?
Oh, yeah, well, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you at the shows. I mean, if you're home watching this, you should get moving, right?
And don't download their music, right? Buy the CDs.
Yeah, you can download it from iTunes, yeah.
Yeah, just, stay metal and cool.
Okay, thank you very much, guys, for the interview. Thanks a lot.